Tom Black was the Kilmarnock hero as they notched 2 precious points against Rangers. Rangers had Mark Hateley playing in central defence and a number of other regulars missing for what was a crucial relegation match for Kilmarnock. But it was a makeshift Ibrox side which created the first good chance. Mikhailichenko in space on the left, squaring to the unmarked Charlie Miller, but he put the ball over the top. Kilmarnock were fighting for their Premier lives. They'd reinforced their ranks with the experience of McCluskey, Burns and Stark, and it was the assistant manager who had Killie's first real attempt at goal. The boss Tommy Burns went even closer with a header as Kilmarnock put keeper Colin Scott and the Rangers defence under pressure. Killie were forced to make a half-time change, Tom Brown replacing the injured Bobby Williamson, and it was Brown who carved out an early second-half chance for Killie, McSkimming taking up the play and crossing to McCluskey. But his head flick was held by Scott. A great ball by Hateley out of defence found Fraser Wishart in space on the right. He crossed low into the box, but Ali McCoy scooped the ball over the bar. Tom Black displayed his dead ball talents for Kilmarnock, but Colin Scott got down well to save at the post. Killie then had a glorious chance to score. No offside flag raised and Andy Millen cleaned through, but with only the keeper to beat, he placed the ball wide of goal, much to his teammates and the Kilmarnock fans' dismay. With 12 minutes left, Tom Black had another go with a free kick. The ball followed an identical route, but this time it beat Scott and finished up in the net. It could yet prove to be the goal which kept Kilmarnock in the Premier Division. It was enough to win this game and the 2 priceless points which went with the victory. It certainly has given hope of survival to the Killie players and fans. A glance at the league table shows just how tight it is in the relegation area. It's not looking too bad for Hearts and Thistle, but the heat is really on Kilmarnock and St Johnstone. The games to look out for next Saturday then are Hibs against Kilmarnock, Motherwell St Johnstone and Thistle Hearts. Jerry, it could not be tougher, could it?
It couldn't, but we mustn't go through this again, Jim. It cost Dundee United the UEFA Cup in 1987, 44 games. But with the legislators we've got, you can't be too confident. They poke their nose into things they shouldn't be bothering about instead of being positive. And I think we've got to be positive to introduce 3 points for a win next season. I think this is now vital. We're expecting sponsors to put money into the game. If they're to do that, we must entertain more. We must have more goals. I think it's ironic, if you look at yesterday, the Wraith Rovers Motherwell game, 6 goals, 4 goals in the Dundee Hibs game. In games where there wasn't a lot of pressure, you're getting more goals. But lots of areas in football to look at. The offside law, for instance, it's an absolute ass. And we'll look at these goals scored by Partick Thistle again here. And they're almost replica goals. One is disallowed and one is allowed to stand. Now, Charlie sweeps in a good ball here. You'll see that Albert Craig on the far side is in an offside position as Smith heads the ball into the net, but he's not interfering with play. Now, the referee should have acknowledged the linesman's signal, but then allowed the goal to stand.
It's definitely overruled the linesman. I mean, there's no question about that. I mean, as you can see with the response of Pat Bonner and the Celtic defenders, I mean, they're not complaining about the goal in any way at all. I mean, that is a goal. But, I mean, the linesman's right to put his flag up, but the referee should definitely overrule them. And there again, it's the same situation here again. Charlie with that terrific corner kick, a lovely cross. I mean, that's nearly identical to the one that got disallowed.
Craig's in there again.
The same player. It's the same player again now. It's the difference between that and the first one. I think the referee was under severe pressure. He dared to disallow that one after what happened a couple of minutes earlier. But, it's crazy.
Of course, it's all about breaks at this time of the season. Thistle didn't get one there, but Hearts certainly got a very good break. Now, the whole ball must cross the line. This possibly doesn't show it clearly, but this is a break at a vital stage.
Well, I'm delighted to see Hearts staying in the Premier League, quite simply because of the potential Hearts have got. I mean, they've got 13,000 at that game yesterday and like 3rd, 4th best supported side in Scotland. So we need teams like that in the Premier League because obviously we look at some of the crowds that some of the sides are getting and they're terrible. Hearts have got potential. I'm delighted they've managed to stay in the Premier League, which they more or less achieved with this result yesterday. And the captain just wrapping the points up nicely yesterday.
Yeah, I think with the stadium being refurbished, hopefully there's possibly a takeover as well. Hopefully these long-suffering fans will get something to cheer. It's over 30 years since they saw a trophy.
Great result for Killie yesterday, Jerry. Might it do the trick for them?
I think it might, and you've got to hand it to the old guard yesterday. Billy Stark here, Tommy Burns, George McCluskey, all having decent efforts at goal, leading by example. That's been very much the case this season, that these men have led by example, not always on the field, but they've got the very best out of their players. And I think it was apt that Tom Black was the man who scored the goal. He's had a terrific season. Gordon and I have seen quite a lot of Kilmarnock, and you come away every time impressed by this full-back. He wants to play football, he wants to push forward.
I mean, they did play all the golden oldies yesterday, and obviously they're well past their best as players, but they've all been terrific players in their time. But I think the important thing from an experience point of view yesterday was that with nerves jangling and whatnot, you needed the experience of Burns, Stark, George McCluskey, and as we mentioned there, Tom Black, great at the set pieces, and Jerry rightly says it's a terrific season.
I feel a wee bit sorry, I must say, for Colin Scott. That's 5 games he's played for Rangers this season, still to be a winning side, but he's nothing to be ashamed of. He's shaping as a right good goalkeeper.